All right, so the task is to decompose this composite function, find the derivative of the components, and then apply the formula, the chain rule formula, to the results we got. So let's express this as a composite function. So we have g. Now let's actually use f first. So f composed with g of x is sine of x squared plus 1. Okay, so f of x, the outer function, is sine x. And then the inner function g of x is x squared plus 1. Okay? Now, f prime of x is cosine x. And then g prime of x is 2x. So we have to find f prime of g of x times g prime of x. To accomplish this, we'll simply take g of x and plug it into f prime of x, and then we'll multiply it by g prime of x. That's what we're going to do. Okay? So you're going to have, so what we want to do, we want to find f prime of g of x, the derivative of the outer function evaluated at the inner times the derivative of the inner function. This is the chain rule or the outside-inside rule. Okay? So we have f prime of g of x times g prime of x is simply cosine of, you input g into f prime, x squared plus 1, times the derivative of the inner function g prime, which is 2x. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the derivative of the original function. So y prime is, you can rewrite it as 2x cosine x squared plus 1. This is how you differentiate composite functions. The first thing I want to do, let me write number 2 as a composite function. Let me color code it this time. I didn't do that before. F composed with g of x is equal to the natural logarithm of y minus x squared. Okay? Now let's go ahead and decompose the composite function. The outer function f of x is your logarithmic function, and then the inner function g of x is 5 minus x squared. Okay? So we have f prime of x, the derivative of f is 1 over x. Okay? And then g prime of x, the derivative of g, derivative of 5 is 0, derivative of x squared is negative 2x, like that. So if we want to apply the chain rule formula, we're going to take the inner function and plug it into the derivative of the outer, and then multiply it by the derivative of the inner function. All right, so what we are looking for next, we want to find f prime of g of x times g prime of x. This is the chain rule formula. All right, so what just happened here? So what we have is we're going to have f prime of g of x, let me color code it, times g prime of x is going to look like what? So you're going to have, instead of 1 over x, we're going to have 1 over g of x, okay, which is 5 minus x squared. And then that will be multiplied by the derivative of g, which is negative 2x. If you simplify this, your final answer, the derivative is going to be negative 2x divided by 5 minus x squared. This is the derivative of your original function. Okay, this is the chain rule in action for you.